Oh, hey guys, gets me every time. It's emotional. Barry Allen dies. Sorry, you had to see me like that, but it's an emotional story. Gets me every time. I'm a soft. Okay, hey, well, welcome back to Heroes for Hire Comic Club channel. We have another new comic book review where I review number one issues and give you my recommendations. And today we are reviewing G.I. Joe number 1, Skybound. Of course, the G.I. Joe, the Larry Hama, it's on issue 311. It's still going to go. So do G.I. Joe, man. It's still a good series, and we need to support Larry Hama. He is the man, and he's the reason we have such great G.I. Joe in the first place. And Hasbro, but if it hadn't been for him, you could argue that it wouldn't have been as successful. So we got this one, and there's also a variant cover I got. I might be getting the Zerdy cover soon. I haven't got it yet, but I have it in my shopping cart on eBay. And this is the Jenny Prison version variant. So it comes in a lot of variants. Everybody Nakayama's got one. There's been some great variants out there, but let's get right into it. This is G.I. Joe issue 1 from Skybound. It's part of the Energon universe. You can see on the box corner. And it opens up. We got Duke talking about like this war is going to be tough, and we're going to be vigilant. I'll give you a direct quote. He says, I'm not going to lie to you. We're up against something that is going to feel like an impossible fight. The enemy is unpredictable, dangerous. They not only want us dead, they put the freedom of the world at risk. So, and you kind of got a flashback to some of the battle he had in his miniseries. You had you had about 4 miniseries with G.I. Joe, Cobra Commander, Destro, Duke, and Scarlet. You got this cool splats page. Like, come on, soldiers. You see the team, and it's kind of an intro to the team so far. You have Rock and Roll. He's the heavy machine gunner, heavy weapons expert. You got Stalker. He's good at tracking people, and he can speak several languages. And then you got Clutch, his buddy Clutch, who's an expert at all vehicles. You got Cover Girl, top here, former model, like he says about her. Courtney Krieger used to be a model, but holy hell, she is so much more than that. She can build tanks that can take a beating, and she ain't afraid to test them herself. Clutch has never seen a vehicle he couldn't drive. And then the wild card, there's a wild card in this equation, and he's got Baroness. She's part of the team now. I don't know how good that's going to go, but she's a war criminal. She was in jail when Duke was locked up when they thought he had betrayed the army or whatever. But they're at like a training exercise here about these battle drones, and her jetpack goes out for a second, but it's the last second, it comes back on, and they talk about how we need to get our equipment in better shape. We got we're already outdone because of the technology they've been using. Because of course, Destro, Cobra Commander have harnessed the energon cubes to make weapons. We get to Springfield. It's a nice little friendly town. But it looks like a nice friendly town on the outside. You get the nice little cul-de-sac up there, but it is a neighborhood full of terrorists, Cobra Commander terrorists. Then we get Cobra Commander sitting here working on his arm or something. I don't know. You see his helmet down there. Destro's telling him they got a new weapon. He shows him this new rifle. He says, "We got plenty of rifles, so we'll test it out." Well, first he points it at Destro. They always got this back and forth with Destro Cobra Commander going back to the old comic books and the cartoon. Always one wanting the other one to take over from the other one. We find out that these rifles, this is kind of like an explanation of how they got all the laser rifles they have in the cartoon. Remember, they always shot red and blue lasers at each other. So you see this, and he finds out it's not just any rifle; it harnesses the energon energy. So then we got this Abu Dhabi. I don't know what this has got to do with, to be honest with you, but it's like telling somebody they can't have. He doesn't want them using Mars weapons, so he goes in there and fights these guys. Like they act like they got the upper hand on him, and he's like, "Yeah, yeah, I know." He's like, "I already told you I ain't talking to you. I don't care who you work for, buddy. Get this guy out of here." And they point a gun at him, and that guy just basically beats that guy down, takes the gun, and then he says, "Well, I prefer to fight." So he fights all of them, even though they're armed, takes them all out. I don't know who this guy is yet. He might be Snake Eyes or something. I don't know. But Snake Eyes has not made an appearance. I know he's got a mini coming out, and you got Duke. He's worried about this team, and the colonel tells him, I had a commanding unit, and we thought we were ready until we got shot at until we got on the ground. So just let your team be themselves. And he tells them we have a mission for you. And he goes in there, and you see them, they're all goofing around right now. And he tells them to attention, and you see them talking about like, oh, there's the Transformers. This is what we're talking about. Right now, at this point, they don't realize the Autobots are good guys, so they view all these Transformers as enemies, right? Because the only ones he's ran into were Decepticons, and they killed his buddy. So then you see this they're both talking about the same thing at different places. Destro is talking about this place. They need to go there and break in and steal that energon technology that the American scientists are studying for the government, but they want to get it before they can study it, and Duke's trying to protect it. So, and Cobra says, kill all of them and leave one as an example when you go there. They can see how powerful Cobra is, that old chestnut. So they're guarding this little it's a piece of a transformer. It's got the energon technology in it, and Baroness is complaining about why are we doing this? This is not a good thing of my skills. And Stalker says, well, I don't like being on a team with a war criminal anyway. So she says something in Russian thinking he don't know it, but Stalker knows like 19 languages. So he insults her in that language too. And she gets mad, and Duke's like, yo, this mission may not be glamorous, be the most glamorous, but it's our orders. You need to both need to follow them. So then they have somebody hacks into the system, and it's Cobra. They've never seen any technology like this before because it's not of this earth. Then we get the first appearance of a toy I used to have, that little Cobra mini chopper. So that's cool. It's a cool little callback to all the toys and the old comics from the 80s. And you can tell they're already in trouble, outgunned. So Duke goes to take out the helicopter, and this crazy bastard jumps out the window and gets on it and throws the pilot right out on the ground. And he goes splat. Because only good terrorists is dead terrorists, right? Well, then they throw a hand grenade in at Stalker and them, and they get hit with a concussion grenade, I think. It looks like a concussion. If they don't have little ridges on it, it's a concussion grenade. That's what my dad always told me. He was in the National Guard and the Marines. So then the Televipers, what do you call them, are coming in, attacking, coming in hard. And so it looks like the gang's in trouble. And I won't bore you with anything else. Also, it's got a cool ad where they're talking about the new Skybound Insiders Club you can join. I already joined it because I am Team Skybound. I'm definitely on board with this. This comic book rules. I look forward. I mean, look at this. It's like a wraparound cover. Very cool. I love G.I. Joe. I guess I'm a little biased. I grew up on G.I. Joe toys and comics. Wonderful Larry Hama, and this is written by Joshua Williamson. You got the art and coloring by Tom Riley and Jordi Belair. I mean, Joshua Williamson's one of the best writers going right now. Is the Brainiac war thing he did a few months ago with Superman. It was in Superman and Action Comics was really dope. They used the Brainiac Queen in the DC Absolute Power. She was a very important plot point in that, along with Failsafe. So this is good. Joshua Williams is a good writer. We got a new character here, Chameleon, and that's who the cover is here. I think her name's Chameleon, Jenny Prison. So if you are a GI Joe fan and or just a fan of the Energon Universe comics, I highly recommend GI Joe #1 from Image Skybound. So I guess that does it for now. A couple of announcements. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Help me with the algorithm, and I appreciate all the people that watch my videos, and I hope to reach more people. I just have a pure love of comic books. I have no agenda. I'm not trying to hype some book or denigrate somebody because they like something I don't like. That's not what we do here. We talk about our love of comics, bringing us all together, and that's what it's all about to me. And a couple of announcements. Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Comic Conversations, Episode 3, where I talk to another YouTube comic book creator. And this week, I talked to my good friend, Cheap Comic Collector. He's a great guy. He does claim sales on the app. I mean, on YouTube, and he's a great dude. And I'd like to thank all my guys who are on my panel today for my Heroes for Hire Comic Club Sunday Super Show Extravaganza. We do that every week at 6 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. So please stay tuned for that every week. And I put out unboxings and reviews like this every week that I can. And I guess until next time, true believers, Excelsior.